Hello, I'm Tim Krul. Welcome to Norwich City Central.
Hello everybody, Lewis, Norwich City Central. I hope you're all doing really well. In this video I'll be reacting to Daniel Farke's press conference, some big news all around Emi Buendia, and of course previewing Norwich's upcoming game Wednesday 6 o'clock against Bristol City. If you are new to Norwich City Central, please do subscribe firstly for consistent Norwich City content, including match previews, match reviews, a whole host of other content, and hopefully match day experiences soon. And hopefully those match day experiences will come in the Premier League. Norwich City have been in incredible form so far this season. 24 games, 50 points. Norwich City are high flying. They're looking really good. There's still competition, tough competition. Swansea look good. Brentford look really good. Bournemouth are another team who are going to be in contention as well as Watford. But Norwich City at the moment are the best team in the league. As long as they keep their best players, then they've got a really good chance of getting promoted back to the Premier League, and who knows, maybe winning another championship title. Obviously, we've had our troubles in the Premier League, but the recruitment's been excellent this season, and long may it continue. Let's start though with Daniel Farke's press conference and talking about some big news regarding Emi Buendia. Of course, there's been lots of speculation around Emi Buendia going to Arsenal and leaving Norwich. Emi Buendia is a superb footballer, created the second most chances in the Premier League, and he's so gifted. And there's really big valuation in terms of the club. The club are valuing him at 40-50 million pounds. That is how good they believe him to be, particularly in this market. And as I said, Arsenal have been strongly linked with him. Arsenal have got rid of Mesut Ozil, who's on all sorts of wages. I hate to think how much money he's on, and it does leave a slot open. And when asked, will Emi Buendia possibly leave to go to Arsenal, he replied, "Nope, that will not happen." And I think as Norwich City fans, that fills us with absolute delight. Norwich City have valued Emi Buendia ridiculously high, and they've basically said he's not for sale, and Arsenal, he won't be going to Arsenal. That's not going to happen. Pretty much squashing those rumours, and I'm absolutely delighted with that. As I said, Daniel Farke goes on to say that 99% chance he won't happen. Emi Buendia is really happy here at Norwich and wants to go to the Premier League with Norwich. Of course, if we don't get promoted, then I'm sure Buendia will leave. I'm surprised he's actually stayed this long because he's a superb footballer. But that's the breaking news really around Norwich at the moment and Daniel Farke. Normally Daniel Farke prefers not to speak about it, but he was very dismissive, saying Emi Buendia is not leaving and is very happy here. And that fills me with a lot of delight, because with Emi Buendia, 7 goals, 6 assists in the Championship, one of the best players, in my opinion, the best player in the Championship, and I think a lot of people would agree. Keeping him at in the team is absolutely instrumental. And Arsenal have been strongly linked with him, but it doesn't look like he's going to happen. And football heaven looks like he's going to be staying here, which is absolutely brilliant news. And long may it continue, and long may Norwich City's winning run continue. Of course, coming up against Bristol City, this is another chance for Norwich City to extend, get more points on the board. And at home, we've been getting with the best team away from home in terms of our record, despite some losses to good teams against Bournemouth and Watford. But at home, we haven't got the best record in the league, and a lot of our wins have been quite narrow, particularly early on in the season where we had to rely on a lot of late goals. And all our wins at home have really been quite narrow, apart from Cardiff off the top of my head. So it'd be nice to see Norwich City have a more convincing win. And we tend to do better against teams who are more open and like to play a high line. And against Bristol City, we were excellent that day. Early on in the season, we beat Bristol City 3-1. 2 Timu Puki early goals, and Buendia scoring that audacious goal with that control. Absolutely beautiful stuff. So it all depends on Bristol City's game plan. Against Cardiff, they try to attack, they try to press, and you can see why teams want to defend and drop back against us, because when teams do press, Kenny McLean runs, all type of runs, we cut them open. So Bristol City's tactics, if they want to win this game, it'll probably be having to defend it and parking the bus, as so many teams have done at Carrow Road. It's nice to see teams play a bit more expansive, but we normally cut them off. Bristol City have got a good team. Alfie Mawson's coming back from injury, who's a good player for them. And Bristol City were looking really good early on in the season, but since then they've kind of faded away a little bit, although they did get a good win last week against Preston, which means they're going to be in 9th place. It's going to be a tough game. Chris Martin is doing well at Bristol City, and of course ex-Norwich player, and he's banned from all pubs in Beccles. We all know why. But it'll be an interesting game, this one, and it'll be interesting to see how Bristol City approach it. It'll be a really interesting one. I think some teams can press us high, like Bournemouth and Watford, and be successful, but against Bristol City, I think if they press us high with Buendia and Cantwell in fine form, I think would be too much for them. In terms of other injury news as well, a lot of players coming back from injury, which is great. Lucas Ripp's come back, Josh Martin's back and he'll be available. Christoph Zimmerman's still out and no news yet on Marco Stiepermann. As for COVID cases, Tim Krul is going to be back for this game, which has been brilliant. Dan Barden did excellently in the FA Cup, of course, getting the goalkeeper of the round. And putting a good performance against Cardiff as well. Dan Barden's a youngster, he's coming in, done well, and because of his good performances, Norwich might not even be going in the transfer market to get a second choice keeper. That's how good the youngster's been. But when Tim Krul's in the team, you know, we are a different team because Tim Krul is the best goalkeeper in the Championship. COVID cases as well. Ballymumba and Javi Quintila are still self-isolating because of COVID, and Adam Eder has recovered from his self-isolation and will return to team training and might be available for the Saturday game. In terms of the predicted XI, I'll leave it on screen now. Tim Krul, of course, in goal. He's back, and it's great to see. Back four of Max Aarons, Ben Gibson, Grant Hanley, and Javi Quintila. Still no news on our left back, Dimitri Giannoulis, who I will be going into a video about him when Norwich City do eventually sign him. But God, he comes with good pedigree, and it looks like another brilliant bit of business from Stuart Webber. Say what you want about his Premier League recruitment. His recruitment's been exceptional, and Norwich City wouldn't be in the place we are without Stuart Webber. He looks like a really good bit of business. Grant Hanley scoring his first goal from a corner against Cardiff, and it was our first corner in about 2.5 years. When was our last corner? I think our last corner goal was against Man City, which is, a year and a half ago, not 2.5 years. But it's felt that long, but great to see us get on the score sheet. Ben Gibson's been winning all sorts of statistics in terms of ball recovery, passes, accurate passes. He's kind of known as Norris, he's his pass master, and he's settled into life so well. What a great bit of business Ben Gibson is. And Max Aarons continues to do well. Two central defensive midfielders, Oliver Skipp and Kenny McLean. Oliver Skipp continues to impress. Kenny McLean, he's been one of our best players in recent weeks. He's been that good. Scored obviously in the FA Cup and against Cardiff, a brilliant through ball into Jordan Hugels for the second goal. Yeah, Kenny McLean looks really good in that deeper role. In terms of the three front players, I would go with Todd Cantwell on the left, Mario Rancic through the middle, Buendia on the right. Pochetta's come back from injury now, which is great. Ono Hernandez is close to coming back from injury. He's pretty much there. He just needs a little bit more work to get match fit, and Josh Martin's coming back as well. But I'll still stick with Mario Rancic in the hole. I thought he was hugely impressive against Cardiff, getting off many shots, and I feel Mario Rancic still deserves more opportunities in that number 10 role. When Kieran Dow comes back, and as I spoke about, when Kieran Dow and Pochetta and Ono Hernandez are all properly raring to go, maybe you kind of either put Mario Rancic on the bench as a super sub or into that deeper role. But for the time being, he's doing really well there. Cantwell was hugely impressive against Cardiff. Norwich City's fans man of the match, and you can see why he was excellent. And Buendia, we've all spoke about his class. He is a Norwich City player, Arsenal fans, which is great to hear. And up front, Timo Pukki's not quite recovered from his minor strain. So, Jordan Hugel leads the line for this game, with Adam Eder also recovering from COVID. I'm happy with Jordan Hugel putting a good performance against Cardiff, a real good striker's display. There's maybe criticisms that he doesn't quite fit Norwich's style, but look, at the moment he's doing well, trying hard, and I'm sure the goals will come for Hugel in the league. Score prediction, I'm going to go for a 2-1 Norwich win. They always are quite tight at Norwich, but with Buendia in fine form, with Cantwell in fine form, I do expect Norwich City to win the game. I'm going to go for goal scorers, Todd Cantwell and Emi Buendia for this game. Love to hear your thoughts down below. Bristol City fans, if you're watching, let me know. And Arsenal fans, let me know how you're feeling that Emi Buendia is going to be staying at Norwich. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.